video is all about installing softwares as soon as you install after you install Cal Linux. So the first application that is very important after you install Cal Linux is Git. Git will help you to download repositories directly from GitHub with a few lines of code. I mean, with just a few codes. So for doing that, you just write apt install and then git. Okay, so I don't have sudo permission. Sudo apt install git. Say Y for yes, and now this will be downloaded. This will help us to download anything that we need from GitHub very easily, just in a few clicks. Alright, so after coming to GitHub, I will just download the evil pinger. Actually, this is for Windows, but I will still just show you that it works. It's an evil pinger. It's like an IP pinger that just like DDoS. It's not DDoS, but DOSing an IP something. Alright, so once you download the Git, then you just have to write git clone and then paste the link, and that is it. You just downloaded the evil pinger here, cd evil ip pinger, and this is it, ip pinger, if you see here, and that is also the ip ping. All right, so this was the first thing that you needed after you install Linux. The second thing that you want to do is that you install another terminal. Because if you see, the default terminal is just one, and it takes in small screens it takes like the whole screen and stuff, so it's not very like comfortable. So you need to install Tilix. Install Tilix, yes, for permissions, and this will install Tilix for you because Tilix is very important. And all right, so as you see here, it's downloaded, and now we just have to write Tilix, and this will open this thing for us. It is a new command prompt. If you see here, you can just create a new window directly in the same terminal without moving somewhere else, and just create another one in here, create another one, or create a whole different screen. Then you do something here and you do something here, so you don't have to create like, you don't have to make a new terminal every time that you need something. Okay, so this is for that. Now I will just clear this one. Third most important thing to do is to install a code editor, and for today's example I will install Sublime text editor, but you can install whatever you want. And how do you install that? You go to the official website of any text editor that you want to download, and then you choose your package manager. But for Cal Linux, it is the same as Ubuntu and Debian, and it's apt or apt. So here are the instructions or documentation. You will just copy the first thing and paste it in your terminal, press enter. All right, and then select this one. This is already says to ensure the HTTPS sources work with this, so just press enter. Now we will select if you want the stable version or if you want the developer or the dev version. We were the stable version because it's already stable, but the other is like the beta version. So paste this one, select enter. It's already, if you see here, look, it created a code something in the place that I will talk about later. Now we just need to write sudo apt get update. It might take some time, but because I already downloaded, so it will not take a lot of time. Now the last thing that you have to do is to sudo apt get install sublime text. Yep, it's already downloaded. So now if you come here and search Sublime text editor, you can see here that it is in here. I will just write whatever that I want, and you can see you can change it from here. That do you want to write HTML or C++ or whatever. I will just say that I want to write HTML. Let me see if it has colors. Yep, it has colors. It comes with the color thing, which is really important in writing text. All right, great. So this is also done. Now the fourth thing that you will have to do is to install a media player. And what media player does is sometimes you cannot play videos in your computer because it's not supported by your built-in media player. For that, we will install a beautiful media player which is called VLC. So how do you install VLC? You install VLC by sudo apt install VLC. And yes, it's a really cool application. I use it like most of the time, and I'm 100% sure this is your favorite media player too, because it is the king. In reality it's not, which is good. Just write VLC and here you go. You have the VLC player in your Linux machine. I don't have any video right now to play, but here you go. You have video here. Now the last thing that you have to do is to install Office. You know Linux doesn't have Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word or anything. Well, actually you can use the online version of that, but you cannot have any offline version like the Google Docs and stuff. You cannot have any offline version in the Linux. So for that we have another thing which is the equivalent to the Microsoft Office. You just write apt get install Libreoffice. In what this is, it is Office and like a Microsoft Office, but it's for Windows, not for Windows, I mean for Kali Linux, and it's a really cool application. It will help you a lot with your whatever that you want, right? I will come back when it's done. Alright, so if you see here, it's already downloaded. Now I will just have to open it. Libreoffice, and you can do whatever that you want with the other thing. You can, this is called the Excel, this is the Google Microsoft Word equivalent or the Google Docs equivalent, and PowerPoint, and this is drawing like the publisher and stuff, and this is also Math Formula, and this is database or Microsoft Access. And yeah, these are the must-have applications that you have to have for Kali Linux.